action.
Hi, my name is ooizhiheng and today I'm going to present my presentation. My topic is, what does a vet do? Okay, before we get into it, before we get into the job scope or about the occupation, we need to go. I want to tell you all the basic information about vet, which is what we do during we are in a vet school. Okay, the basic training that we have got. Okay, our degree name is Bachelor Degree of Doctor of Veterinary Medicine in University Putra, Malaysia, and the course lasts for 5 years, 10 semesters, and in these 5 years, we don't have, one thing, we don't have, unlike medical doctor, we don't have horsemanship training, but instead of that, we have 44 weeks of practical training, which will be distributed along the 5 years. We will have our practical training during our semester break, yes. Okay, so, one thing, what will we learn in these 5 years? Okay, many people ask us questions like, do you treat snails? Do you treat snakes? Do you treat porcupine and stuff like that? Oh, okay, these pictures show you all the animals that we learn about and we are going to treat. Okay, firstly, obviously pig, dogs. I'll get it into categories. Firstly, companion animals like dogs and cats, the common companion animal in Malaysia. And next, the food production animals like swine, pig, poultry, chicken, and ruminant like cattle, sheep, goat that we use to eat their meat. Okay, that's for food production. And next, equine, which is horse. We do treat horses and we do learn about horses. And lastly, aquatic fish. We do learn about aquatic animal. Okay, next, let's go to it. Job opportunity. Okay, there I have listed down 6 fields of 6 occupation that vet can be venture their, which we can embark our journey in lah. Like 6. First, companion animal veterinarians, equine vet, food animal vets, wildlife vet, research vet, and pharmaceutical vets. Okay, these are the 6 common. Okay, it's normal for people not to continue doing what they have studied, but these are the main 6 jobs that we can get involved in. Okay, firstly, companion animal vets. Okay, companion animal vets are the most common ideas that people get when they know that the most common vet the most common occupation that is in people's idea lah. Like when I'm telling my friend that I'm doing vet, and they will say, oh, then you're going to be a vet in a small clinic. Partially yes, but it's one of the job opportunity, like 1/6 of it lah. Okay, small animal vet clinic or vet hospital. The main task and job scope of this vet is to treat small animals. Like there are more common one. They are like, of course, dogs and cats are the mainstream one, but some vet clinic they do treat exotic animal like hamster, rabbit, snakes, and some avian species. Okay, that's about companion animal vets. Basically, they treat companion animal like pets at home. Okay, next, equine vet. Okay, rich people do raise horses as their pet, but normally they do not have. That's not common now. Okay, so basically, equine vet, they will work in a turf club. Okay, their horses normally will be used as a racing horse or riding horse. It's either they use the horse as a for competition, or they provide. They use their horse as for riding classes, something like that. Okay, so equine vet is quite. The job opportunity of equine vet is quite limited in Malaysia because there are only several equine turf club in Malaysia, but yet it's still a very good scope to venture in. Next, food animal vets. Okay, food animal vets. We know that for non-veggie, we eat meats, we eat chicken, we eat pork. For non-Muslim, we eat pork and we eat production, right? Then for every farm, we'll need vets as something like a inspector for everything. The vet will act like a manager, sort of that, like to take care of. Okay, the differences between food animal vets and small animal vet or equine vet is equine vet and small animal vet, they repair, no, they not repair, they treat the animal, but basically for food animal vet, they take care of the epidemiology, which is, okay, we know that, okay, in a farm, there are like millions of animals, we can't treat them one by one. Okay, the main thing about these food animal vets are, they need to figure out what happens to the animal if like thousands of animals die. They need to figure out what happened to the animal, and that's what we call epidemiology. We need to like figure out what's happening, and we need to do prevention, and we need to prevent the outbreak of diseases like avian influenza, swine flu, that's something like that. But then the scope is quite different. For food animal vets, they're more to prevention or more to not treating one by one. That's basically I want to say. So you can see from here. Okay, next, wildlife vet. Wildlife vet is wildlife vet, the idea is to work at a zoo. But what is wildlife? Wildlife is a species, but has to come with include all the plants, fungi, and other organisms that grow or live wild in an area without being introduced by human. It can basically mean undomesticated animal, like in the forest, what we can find in the forest, like tiger, you can find orangutan, but it's almost extinct area, but it's endangered species. But wildlife is basically undomesticated animal. Okay, normally the specialty about wildlife vet is they treat more than one species. Okay, like I'm not saying like all vets are treating more than only the one species, but in small animal clinic they normally treat some, like their range of animals that they treat are quite limited. Normally they only deal with like pets, right? I told you all. But for wildlife vet, they treat more than one species. They need to take care of all the animals in the zoo. Like we know in the zoo, in the exhibits, we have lots of animals. But for wildlife zoo, they are normally undomesticated animal, and they are not common. So the specialty of this wildlife vet is they need to take care of more than one species, like those uncommon species. Next, research veterinarian. Okay, research veterinarian is more to the theory part of vet. Okay, we know that. Okay, research vet normally go for research after they have graduated from the degree. They normally do research on, like, they can be in clinical field or they can be in lab work. Okay, for example, they can be. Something special about vet research. It can be either in the lab or can be animal behaviors. Something like they study about the behavior of the animal. They want to learn how animal behave and why they behave so that they can find some distinct characteristic, or they can see what does the animal feel when it comes to something like. It's quite interesting. And most of the researchers, they will work as an educator afterwards. Like after they got their master or PhD, they'll continue to pursue their study. They'll continue to do in education. And lastly, pharmaceutical vet. Pharmaceutical vet is a vet. Okay, is like we know what is. Do you know what is pharmaceutical company? Pharmaceutical company is a company which sells or which sells drugs, supplement, like healthcare stuff to the end user, to the public, but they do not do it. They do not deal to the company. They do not allow like normal people to deal with the end user. So they need pharmaceutical vets to deal with the end user. So basic job scope of the pharmaceutical vets are to introduce and sell drugs to the end users. Like, okay, let's say I've invented one vaccines, and we need a pharmaceutical vets to inspect and to teach the end user, which is the farmer, how to give the vaccines, how to inject the vaccine and stuff to the animals, so that they would have the farmers would know how to give it properly and the mechanism in it and why, the side effect and stuff. Okay, so pharmaceutical vets are kind of like, they are not drug dealers, but they are legal drug dealers. Something like that. They can be inspecting like vaccines, drugs, and supplements. Like supplements kind of pharmaceutical products. So it's one of the scope also. Okay. Okay, thank you. My name is ooizhiheng. Thank you.